SentryGun, and welcome to the 19th part tutorial of how to model SentryGun. And yes, I know I haven't continued this for a bit, and decided to continue and do it and finish this model. So let's open it first. Now I'm using some new plugin that I've downloaded from stockcg.com, and it's quite a nice plugin because it manages all your references and models on your libraries into those thumbnails menu, and you can just pick the one that you need to work with, and it's instantly open it in the work area. So if you want to try and use this, be my guest. Okay, I need the part 19, I think. Yes, part 19 is the one. So you see it's quickly loading it, and we can continue from here. So what we will do this time is start to build this cannon and the LED light here, and probably something here that is like a sensor, a motion sensor, I don't know. So let's close this for now and choose polygons and polygon pipe. And bring it here. Okay, I'll zoom, and I'm gonna rotate it a little bit, like so, 90 degrees, holding down the J key while you're rotating so it will snap. And I'm gonna open the attribute editor for this polypipe, and I want to change the thickness of this to something a little bit more as it should be. So it should be something like, let's say 250, like that. Maybe 200, and it's fine. Okay, and I'm gonna scale it first and try to first see how it goes here. So I'll have some sense of the scale of it. So this should be basically here, the right side, and here. So if it's here, that's fine. And what I will do now is pulling this out, maybe scale it a little bit lower, change, let's change the thickness a little bit less than 200, so 170. Okay, now we will choose the vertices and stretch those vertices over here to about so, and press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Right click, choose faces. Let's choose this face, shift double click on this face, it will loop select it, and press delete, and right click, choose vertices. I'm gonna grab this vertex here, shift double click this one, and pull this a little bit outside like so. This is just a preparation for later on, if I will decide to patch this into this thing here. So now what we need to do is shift, just bring this to object mode by pressing F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm gonna add one edge loop. Okay, yeah, it's okay. No, let's not do this that way. Undo that, and I will shift right click and choose the insert edge loop tool because it's already set to presetting. So I'm gonna reset this and just add manually 4 edge loops like so. Okay, and here I'm gonna select this face, select these like so, that. I think it should be something more like, you know, if this is the half cut of it, so a little bit lower than this, and then just press delete to delete those, and do the same over here for those inside the pipe. Okay, so this is lower than the half cut, this is the half cut edge, so press delete, delete those. Whoops. Okay, my mistake. So I will have to add 2 extra edge loops for this one, and shift right click, insert edge loops. I'm gonna do this from the orthographic view, side view of this cannon. That way it will be somewhat precisely to what we have here. So zooming in and click and hold and match this with this one. Like so. Click and hold and drag, match it to this one, and let's add these two here and here. Now we can switch back to perspective view. Right click, choose face. Let's see. Let's grab them like so. This one is too much, this one it's okay, and this one it's okay also. Press delete, and now we're gonna grab this edge and this edge and choose bridge. Okay, it's with 5 divisions, we don't want more than 0 divisions, like so. And let's do the same over here for those two. Edit mesh, bridge, reduce the division to 0, so like that. Press F8, right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, so you see it select everything here on this side of this hole here. You can simply come and choose fill hole, like so. Double click on this one, press G to repeat the same last function, so it will fill hole here also. And then we will have to patch them by connecting those edges. So edit mesh, interactive split tool, and I'm gonna select this vertex here and this vertex, sorry. Right click to close the line and undo that, and one here, right click, one click here, right click to close this line, and just repeat this process all the way to the other side. Again, it's one click here, and right click to close this line. Now just make sure that you really do this as you should. I mean, like that the vertices that should be connected are connected. Okay, you can examine this by looking at this that way. Okay, here one, here another one, and to the other side. Oops, it's just snapping a little bit weird, so it's better to rotate the camera and no. Okay. Oops. Yeah, everything is as it should. You can click once and rotate, it's okay, you can do this, and then see that you really attach it to the correct position. Okay, so we've done with this. Press F8, switch to selection tool just to exit this merge split polygon tool. And we're gonna add a few edge loops, so shift right click, insert edge loop, and we're gonna add one edge loop here, one edge loop here, and you see it just looped the same area all the way, so we don't need to add the other side. See, it's coming from here over the other side. This is also tells you that everything here is patched, and that's fine. I'm gonna add one edge loop here, this area of the cannon, one here and one here, and one at the last here, and probably I will have to add another one here, but just in case I'm doing this. And now let's press 3 to smooth it and see how it looks. Okay, so this is it for the cannon. I mean, it's not it, but what I want to say is that here you can decide if you want to add 2 edge loops here, okay? And if you will add them, it just add some more sharpness to this area, and it will make it cubic. But I prefer it to be rounded, but just to show you this, okay, so it will look somewhat like that. I prefer to have maybe one in the middle here. Let's see, shift right click, insert edge loop, or maybe split polygon tool, not split polygon tool, but control right click, sorry, we'll undo that, and then control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Oh, I need to choose an edge first. Control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. So now you can basically exit the smooth preview mode and bring those two at the same time down with the move tool, like so. So you see, you're using just one edge and just lower the poly count. So that's fine. And here I want to do something. I want to double click on this edge. See here, extrude it once, switch to scale tool immediately and open it up like so. Something like that, and extrude once more. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Extrude it once more, and again scale tool, and open it up just a little bit so we have supporting edge loops here. Extrude it once more and switch to move tool and bring it like so. Now here you wanna maybe make it a little bit coned, like open coned like so, and stretch it, and then extrude it once more and switch to move tool and do something like that. Okay, press F8 and then shift right click. We will add edge loops, one here at this edge here, one here, and one here, and one here, and probably one here. So you see we have this edge, 2 edge loops that constraining this area, also here 3, and here just 1. Now I will press 3 to see this. Okay, like so. So that's fine. Let's just bring this over here like so. Now if you wanna scale this, you can scale this, that's fine. And if it may be a little bit too long or the length is too much, just switch to non-smooth preview and bring all those vertices at once over here. Okay, press F8. I'm gonna switch to Chrome and see some references for this. So it should be a little bit shorter than what I've done, but I guess there are too many references for this. Okay, that's fine. think that's fine. Okay, so this one is here, and now we need this LED light here and the little one here. So let's start with this. I think this is some kind of a laser sensor, motion sensor. So create another polypipe, and again switch to rotate tool, J, and rotate it that way. Let's scale this to about so. This is the like a sensor, I don't know. I'm not sure what really it is, but I have the feeling that this is what it should be. So I'm just grabbing those faces and deleting them because they are unneeded. And if you want to grab this edge, double click on it, add it mesh, bevel, so it will be beveled like so. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode, and add 2 edge loops at this edge corner and this one. Now I know I'm using edge loops, and there is also crease tool, crease, I think it's crease tool, the name for it. So you can use this crease tool. It's also grabbing an edge and just make it more tighter, more sharp, so you won't need to add some extra edge loops every time. I prefer to use the extra edge loops because you can later on, delete these extra ones if they are not fitting. But this is mainly your own workflow decisions. So this one should be somewhat here. Don't worry, we will adjust it to where it should be, but right now I'm just putting it here, and I want to create a polygon cylinder and bring it outside like so. Now I'll zoom in, and if I will switch to polycylinder tab here, you can see that there is an option, okay, that named as round cap. If you click on it, tick on this box, it will give you those 2 pointing vertices, okay. And if you will add some more subdivision height here, and subdivision caps like so, so it will make them to look like that. So what I will do now is get rid of half cut of this and just press delete, and then I can grab this edge if I want and stretch it. It's really not really, it's just if I will need to change this later on, so I can do this that way. So you grab this edge, and what you want to do is extrude this. Switch to, while you are in this extrusion tool, switch to scale tool and open it up like so, and once again extrude it. Switch to move tool and bring this down to about so. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode, shift right click, insert edge loop. We will add 1 edge loop here and 2 for each edge corner, so 2 for this one and 1 over here. And yeah, this one I want to add because this one is also an edge, and if I will want to stretch it later on, so I'll keep it that way. So you see, when I smooth this, everything is sharp and looks good. So rotate it also with holding the J key and scale this down, and it should be somewhat just above this kind of a sensor thing. Now I will need to watch the references just to get a better idea. So this one is good. You see the sensor is down below and it's somewhat like that, so So let's say this is the position for this one. You can scale this up a little bit, and this should be somewhat here, maybe a little bit scaled. Let's see this again. Let's look for another good reference. Okay, that's fine. That should be it. Now, I'm not sure, but I think that should be something inside here, but it's not a must, okay? Because I don't know, just some, not sure already, okay? But I will check this again, and I will have to, do some tests on how to patch all this thing together to be, as one piece. But maybe we will skip this. It really depends on how much time I will have for this one. But this is it for this part of the tutorial. I'm gonna save it. So let's get back to my new plugin here, which is really handy because I can just switch from project folders, and that was part 19. I can simply right click, choose to save it. So open, no, okay, just see. Okay, save change. Oh yeah, so yes, save changes. Save. Okay, still need to see how it works. By the way, it's except of being a free plugin, this thing is also connected to a website where you can upload your files. It's some kind of a cloud, cloud library if you want, and can share your stuff and things with other people. Of course, there is some kind of paying for the service, and they can just store your things in a private mode. So basically by default it will be not private, but you can set and choose if people can download your things or not. But by default it's a free plugin which you can use, but again, it's really on your own decision, and it's kind of fun. I don't know, I find it very useful because I can just see everything I'm creating and switch in between them like so, and the installation is pretty easy. So see, all the steps, all the tutorials parts that we've been through are storing, you can see them as I store them. And also you can create a few other things, as you've seen, play blast, and choose the way that your thumbnail looks and stuff like this. You can name it and even choose some description for it if you like, and also create references files so you won't override your own stuff. And yeah, import, make a references, you see everything here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of this tutorial part, and we will continue the next part. See you, bye.